Aury.
Hello, Joe, and everybody else. How we doing, everybody? Welcome back to Aury Eats Bugs. Thanks so much for coming out. I appreciate everything about each and every one of you. Hi. We're gonna get right to it today. I'm feeling like it. Purpose. What is it? What are we doing here? As human beings, what are we doing here? I'd be lying blatantly to everybody if I knew the answer to that question. But maybe, just maybe, that this is why we are here. Is to learn why we're here. It seems that way, and through my, years of living and all the lives that I have lived on this planet, there has been a lot of things that a lot of lives, I don't know how else to put it, that I've lived. And maybe it's because I don't know what my purpose is here yet. I don't. I don't even necessarily wish that I did. Starting to learn that maybe like I enjoy the process of learning what the fuck I'm doing here. As grueling as it is sometimes, and I say grueling. Got a great life. I have a great life. I have put myself through the ringer to learn all of the lessons that I've learned in this beautiful reality that we're living in. I also think that something happened at CERN in 2012 to, switch the realities, because like shit's been real fucked since then, and I think that we all can admit that. But what is purpose? Like, why are we here? Why are we here? I mean, there is a reason for everything, and I don't. And a part of me is like, why do we always have to put meaning behind everything? I actually did let's go over here. I actually did a little monologue that I wrote called Jupiter a while ago, and it kind of touches on that point to say, I think we're all just here to be here. Like there's no actual. There's obviously some things that we have to do while we're here. It's sort of in the spiritual realm, but I think that is all just like the reason. That is the reason why we're here. We're here to just be. The monologue is called Jupiter. Maybe I'll link it and we all can watch it. How does that sound? But it just basically touches on Jupiter's, here. It's you can argue if it's alive or not, but everything is alive. Like everything, molecules. Like my pants are moving atoms all together, but are just super tight in the form of pants. Like human beings, we're all just molecules and stuff like this, right? Everything is movement. Everything is frequency. Everything is alive, right? So like, why is Jupiter there? Why is Jupiter there? It's there to just be Jupiter. Do you know what I mean? I mean, astronomers who would say that it's there for Earth, I guess, but not there for Earth. But anyways, like it does it the way that it's situated, orbiting the sun has it's like a protector of like massive things hitting Earth, and the gravitational pull pulls asteroids and stuff, saving Earth. Anyways, that's not its purpose. Its purpose is to just be Jupiter, much like our purpose is just to be human beings, being human beings. And I think lately that maybe we've all forgotten that. Maybe, I know I do all the time. I'm lost a lot of my life. It's not that I have lost a lot of my life, but like I spend a lot of days not knowing what the fuck is going on, and I think a lot of people are like that, and maybe that's why we're trying to cling on to these like, black and white thoughts and like super ideology and like I'm right, you're wrong, because it gives us some sort of a meaning in our own lives. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but when it encapsulates you and you can't see anything else but that, and you're not willing to listen to other people, I think that is wrong. I think that you should be steadfast in your beliefs and all of that, but you should also be open and willing to learn new things, and because that's what we're here to do. If, as far as I'm concerned, we're here to experience all this stuff, and I think that is the purpose of life. Now, you know, some people, everybody's purpose varies, right? Like I'm talking about like the grand scheme of human beings and like what like our soul's journey is here to do. I don't know why I lean forward. I'm pretty relaxed today. Excuse me. Nothing like a good old throat clear. But yeah, I'm talking about the whole grand scheme of like humanity as a whole, and like, you know, the balance of it. Like it's so unfortunate that the polarity of this existence has to exist. Like there unfortunately has to be some evil in the world to like have good in the world, right? It's ridiculous and it sounds ass backwards, but like it's the yin and the yang. You need it. You need it because you can't see one without the other, and it's just, it sucks so bad. But that is just, unfortunately, and we all know that's the reality we live in. I mean, like the world is crazy right now, and like I think everybody's kind of lost their minds, and maybe it's because we've like some of us have lost our purpose. Do you know what I mean? And the people who like step their way to the top shouldn't be there, but they are, and it stems back from like, you know, before we were able to see everything going on in the world, and they were able to like shrug shit off and hide shit and blah blah blah. But I think that now it's so hard to do that with social media and like the internet, and everybody has phones and stuff, so it's hard to do that, and like everybody's is sort of waking up now. And I don't, it's not that I love that term, but like it's been overused now, if you, I think, right? But and that's another thing that like the higher ups, conspiracy, the higher ups are realizing that people are becoming more aware of everything going on and the lies and stuff like that, and like people are waking up to like humanity's true purpose, you know, to like to experience love and stuff like that, how it should be. Like, well, I think that would be great. I know it's a hard ass to like love our fellow human these days, but we can do it. But I think the higher ups are starting to learn that more aggressively, and that's why you're seeing all of these just like ploys, man, like just to keep everybody separated, because we just are so ready to come together as humanity, and we can do it. And I think that is part of our purpose as well, is to like, we have to learn to come together. We have to learn to see our differences and still love each other. But back to my original tangent is we all have different purposes on this planet, right? Some people are meant to heal others. Some people are meant to, you know, build things. You know, they're like I love doing that stuff, but I don't necessarily know it's my purpose here. And this is why I'm also trying this whole Aury Eats Bugs things out, man. Like, why not, right? This goes back to like, why the fuck not as well. Like, I don't know if this is my purpose, but like, I love to speak, I love to share, and I love when I hear other people sharing their perspectives, and I think that's a purpose for some people. So I'm trying it out. But other people's purposes might be, you know, to be a mother, to be a father, to raise a family, so that the next generation, you know, something special can happen from one of their children or all of their children, so that they can have a purpose. And it's this ever evolving thing to just keep on learning and about this crazy, you know, reality that we're all living in right now. and also it's okay that you don't have a purpose. I mean, like, pardon me. That's not what I meant. It's okay that you don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if anybody really does, because maybe it changes. You know, maybe you had a purpose and you've executed it, and now you're ready to move on to the next. Maybe it's just what I know. We all just evolve, but like there's no pigeonholing. There's no like narrow vision. There's no blinders on. There's like just this whole vast everythingness that we can, you know, learn with and learn from, instead of fucking fighting with each other, right? Like, our purpose isn't to have wars with each other. It serves a purpose to show what not to do, and like how we can evolve above that. And maybe that's what we're doing here right now, is as far as humanity, is this like it's kind of scary out there, but like maybe this is like, hey, let's stop doing this for once and for all, right? Like, let's have some disagreements. It's okay to have like countries who are having disagreements with each other, but there's no need to fucking kill people, right? So maybe this is our collective purpose right now, is to like, and why everything is so fucking haywire is because we need to see this as it is, to not do it anymore and to come together, right? But yeah, purpose. And people who, it's my belief that people who lack purpose will try to latch on to something else to try to make it seem like there is purpose behind it, to try to sort of fake their belongingness in here. And you know, you hear people who lack purpose, or the people who, you know, find their way into the darkness. You know, if people are so lost and have zero direction and zero purpose, like, it's some bad shit can happen, man. Your psyche and in your whole life. Trust me, I've been there, and it's not pleasant. And it's hard to say, you know, what it is, and you know, you hear stories about people who are just work, like, especially back in the day, and then once they stop working, they don't have, like, they retire, or whoever, they retire, and they just feel lost and they lose their purpose, and then they're done, man. You know, I think that scares me as well for myself. Like, I'm not like that. I'm good to just chill. You know, but it's okay to not know. And it's okay to continue looking. And maybe, you know, maybe your purpose or mine is to continue to just try things, to try to just be here. But I think the ultimate thing, our purpose as humanity is here to do, which is why suffering exists, which is why, you know, illness exists, which is why happiness exists, which is why, you know, rain exists, and then after there's a sunshine and there's a beautiful rainbow. The thing that we are supposed to do here, most of all, our purpose, as far as I'm concerned, on this planet, is to live. Why is Jupiter here? Why is the sun here? Why are we in the Milky Way? Why are we floating around on a space rock? That's it. It's just to live, to be here. We're here to be. And experience whatever we're experiencing as one, right? We're all just one part of this massive space, experiencing different experiences to experience it. I probably lost some people there. That's okay. I don't even know if I made any sense there. I had no idea what even this was going to be about. But yeah, thanks for listening. Good luck. And we just gotta live, man. We're here to live. and love. And next time you get caught up in the bullshit, just tell yourself that this is all a part of the experience. Thank you. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. See you next time.
That's my opinion!